Well, for more on Trump's inauguration and what we can expect from President Trump, let's bring in Democratic strategist Doug Sloan. He's live in Washington, D.C. Good to have you with us, sir. Tomorrow, Friday, may be the first time the world and certainly the U.S. people will have heard Donald Trump give a long scripted speech. I mean, we're pretty accustomed to him ad-libbing and certainly speaking through social media. What will he need to do to explain to the public concerning his policies and his ideology?
Well, he will definitely need to expound upon this ideal of making America great again. We heard that recurring theme throughout the campaign. We've heard it since he's been president-elect, but he's been very light on the details. So people want to know exactly what he plans to do to make America great again. We're just coming off a president that has had 82 months of consecutive job growth. The unemployment is down to 4.6%. We have 20 million people that didn't have health care before that had health care. America is going in the right direction. So what changes does Trump plan to make in terms of making America great again? And you mentioned a lot of different things regarding foreign policy issues that, hopefully he will speak out on. We have strife in Gambia. We have North Korea with supposedly they put together 2 new ICBMs. And of course, we have the issues in Syria. So there are a lot of issues and a lot of questions that American citizens are really hoping that Trump will give some clarification to in this speech and in days to come, within the first 100 days of his administration.
He's coming into office with an historic low approval rating. I mean, some polls put him, around 40% at the moment? I mean, what can he do or say to win the confidence of the public, both there in the U.S. and globally?
You're right. We've never seen approval ratings this low since they started doing polls of incoming presidents and their approval ratings. President Obama was at 83%, roughly double of what Trump is right now. Trump is the first president-elect in the history of doing these polls that has a higher disapproval rating than approval rating. And I think one of the things that he could do is he's going to have to start acting presidential. He's going to have to put down his phone and stop tweeting, perhaps turn his Twitter account over to someone else, and to perhaps stop going after people. Don't be so thin-skinned. Become more presidential. Be more modest. Be more mature. Focused on the serious issues of the day. Where a lot of foreign policy issues that he needs to focus on. We are at a crisis worldwide. He promised to bring jobs back to Middle America. He promised to bring coal jobs back. I'm kind of interested to see how he brings back those jobs with coal in particular. He promised to do a lot of things, and so he really needs to focus on exactly how he's going to deliver that stuff, and certainly act more presidential and don't be so thin-skinned when someone attacks him, because as we all know, U.S. presidents essentially are under constant attack here on social media and the like.
Financial markets appear to be reserving judgment at the moment. Certainly the markets are pretty jittery, that the dollar weakened significantly this week ahead of the inauguration. I mean, what would he do if financial markets take a tumble? Can his administration, do you think, deal with that sort of scenario, this kind of scenario that President Obama inherited in 2008, for example?
Yeah, and again, President Obama did a great job with that situation. It really is a matter of ensuring that he doesn't make any wild or crazy or unexpected statements via Twitter or otherwise that will help to, or that could cause the foreign markets to be jittery. I read an article in the New York Times where companies like Toyota and Nissan and other big companies in the industry are very worried about being on the wrong end of his Twitter feed. If he comes out and says something negative about Twitter, that could affect their stock prices, and that's horrible. You cannot operate as President of the United States making unfiltered irresponsible statements on your Twitter account that could affect the stock market and also could affect foreign markets. So he has to be much more responsible in how he conveys his message as President of the United States. He is no longer a private citizen kind of standing on the outside, throwing rocks and being a flamethrower and a firebrand. He is President of the United States. Words matter. He has to be much more responsible in conveying his message.
Good to talk to you, Sir. Douglas Sloan there in Washington.
Thank you.